Veni Vidi video. I came, I saw, I videoed. I'm Diane Curran, and in this series we mosey around ancient history and modern times in search of what makes marketing tick. We've been hanging around with a few of the residents of Mount Olympus, the Olympian gods and goddesses who frolicked and battled far among humanity, keeping us mightily entertained, and they still do in many ways. So let's turn our attention to the Roman poet, one with prodigious output in the epic work Metamorphoses, which inspired writers like Dante, Chaucer, and Shakespeare, artists like Titian, Michelangelo, even Salvador Dali, Picasso, and many more. By sheer volume alone, Ovid's poetic work merits praise. 15 books covering 250 myths, a magnum opus indeed. We know these stories in so many modern forms. Pygmalion became our era's My Fair Lady. The labors of Hercules show up in so many of our comic book superheroes. Bacchus, also known as Dionysus, who is the son of Zeus and various suspect human mothers, endured death and rebirth even as an infant, later wandering mad out of his mind among the grapevines until he learned viticulture. Falls from grace and subsequent redemption carry his story ever onward in many newer forms. A well-known story is the tale of Troy with Queen Helen and that famous wooden horse. Helen of Sparta was the daughter of the god Zeus and a human named Leda. By marriage, Helen was queen of Laconia, a province within Homeric Greece, the wife of King Menelaus. Her abduction by Paris, who was the prince of Troy, brought about the infamous Trojan War. In her youth, she was abducted by Theseus. A competition between her many suitors for her hand in marriage saw Menelaus emerge victorious. An oath sworn beforehand by all the suitors requires them to provide military assistance in the case of any later abduction. This oath culminates in the Trojan War. When she marries Menelaus, Helen is still very young, so whether her subsequent involvement with Paris was an abduction or a seduction is ambiguous. So is it a myth? Was it real? At least 9 archaeological layers and ages of the city of Troy have been found, with excavation recently renewed. But was there a horse? That's still up for debate, with current scholars thinking that it may even have been a translation error in the days when the original story shifted and transformed the words for battering ram into a wooden horse. Oh, of such errors are compelling stories made. Think of the telephone game from childhood. Why do Ovid's Metamorphoses matter to modern marketers? Movie makers know that these stories offer up rich worlds of plot and character to draw from, much of it embedded already in the unconscious minds of our audience. Classic themes get tweaked and modernized with every retelling, yet we best consider what people expect from any story we tell, however short or long it may be. It's not just its momentary appeal, but does it ring true or fit within the current culture, current wishes, and personal commitments? Marketers love to simplify their message into neat and tidy problem versus solution equations, but the human heart and the human mind is messier and deeper than that. Marketers take heed. We now know, almost without hearing the original story directly, that Trojan horses stand for deceit, cunning, and danger, something modern marketers are too often accused of. The lesson for marketers? Rarely does your audience come upon your message wreathed in a neutral, objective emotional state, or better yet, ready to embrace you without question. Life deals us unexpected and often unwelcome surprises all the time. Openness is often diminished by prior experience that breeds suspicion. Trust rarely grows without first establishing and then nurturing a relationship. We all look backward to our own history for warnings and find memories of trust betrayed. We look forward cautiously, seeking familiar reference points for reassurance and signs of respect. Stories give us access to common ground and encourage us to explore new territory. Use them wisely to present your own message with greater impact. Veni Vidi video is about making marketing creative. In this series, we keep hopping into our time machine in the quest for heroics, harrowing tales, iconic symbols to bring to our modern marketing world. I'm Diane Curran, inviting you to subscribe to our channel now for new videos to refresh your marketing ideas at your own pace. To learn more about our work, visit us at themarketingdeal.com. And thank you so much for joining us.